Hello, it's time for another FOC with the CCB. A couple little housekeeping things. We are back from Montreal. Sales have been pulled from the website, so we're good there. And I'm starting to work on back issues. That's all moving along. July 20th, Chris Pachala will be in our store. He's got 4 hours. 1 hour of signing, 1 hour of sketching, 1 hour signing, 1 hour sketching. Signatures will be $7 each, and the head sketches, that's all he's going to be doing. He said he can get 3 done in an hour, so it depends on how many people want to pay. It's $130 per head sketch. If there's a bunch, which I think there's going to be more than 6, we're going to do a little lottery before each hour of signing. So if you get pulled and want to purchase one of those on one of your books or get him to do it on his own paper, he'll do that. But yeah, he hasn't been in Canada for 7 years, and I'm excited to have him in our store. Our drawing contest blanks are in, so we've got Zatanna number 1 blank and X-Men number 1 blank, and we're doing a drawing contest. You sketch whatever you want. If you have had them mailed to you, you don't have to mail them back. You can take photos of them and then send us the images. We're fine with that. But yeah, you can pick them up in the store, and they're due on July 27th. All right, let's get into the FOC this week. Everything is due on Monday. We'll start off with Marvel comic books. We've got Amazing Spider-Man 55, and it's got another Disney, a little homage to the death of the Phoenix, the Dark Phoenix, I suppose. So that's a fun one. I like that. I didn't really like the last one, but that's okay. And Dazzler. I'm guessing either Marvel's playing into the will Taylor Swift be Dazzler in the Deadpool movie, or they're just, yeah, or she is going to be Dazzler. But we've got a lot of Dazzler variants coming out. They started last week on the FOC, but they're continuing this week. If you want all 3 covers, you can get them for 20% off. Save a few dollars. If you're one of those collectors, got to have everything. Fantastic Four, Alex Ross covers continue to be quite awesome. But yeah, we've got, I do like Lozano cover here. He did a Ghost Rider one about 2 weeks ago. I do like it. Lozano's a great artist. And we've got our Dazzler cover. The Elizabeth Torque homage, homage, an anniversary homage. The image wasn't available, but there are 4 covers, and you can get all 4 for 20% off. Hopefully that cover image will show up before Monday evening, so I can throw it on the site. Wolverine number 4, this is the last issue in the series, and he's taken on Wolverine, so what is going to happen to Deken? You got a nice Raza cover. A little reflection off his dome. Immortal Thor, number 14. Again, another Alex Ross cover. I'm curious what he's going to be doing after he finishes up with Fantastic Four and Immortal Thor. Not that I think they're ending anytime soon, but he usually jumps on to another long-running Marvel title. Immortal Thor with Jessica Fong, your Dazzler by Lee Garbett, and you got a Simonson cover as well, so you can get all 4 for 20% off. Iron Fist, he's got a 50th anniversary. He hasn't had a series for a while, but he's got a one-shot, and of course you got the David Aja, or Aja, I believe it's Aja, but who knows really. Some people know, not me. And Kevin Eastman, that's a surprise guest artist for it, but he's doing a little reference to first appearance of Sabretooth, and Kevin Eastman will be at Canada's London Comic Con. His only Canadian appearance, and that'll be in September. You can get all 3 for 20% off. Miles Morales, number 23, Blood Hunt is done now. He's back into his regular thing. Still got a bloody mouth. Hopefully he's not a vampire anymore. And I like the Diwali. He did a bunch of covers for, not a big image, for Spider-Man India. And I just haven't seen him really since. And you've got a Dazzler by Darbo. All 3 for 20% off. She-Hulk, I believe this is the last issue. I think it's done now. But I do like the aliens. It's always fun seeing Marvel characters with the aliens, and there's going to be the Avengers versus Alien miniseries, all done by Ribic. But you also have a Merca and Dolfo for fans of her. 3-issue bundle, 20% off. Spider Boy, number 10, Dan Slott, back to writing. You've got 3 covers. None of them jump out towards me, but 20% off if you want all 3. Spider Society. You got to think of this as from the kind of like the Spider-Verse movie. All the spiders working together, big society of them, and there's supposed to be some Spider-Man that's never appeared before or something. So maybe someone from a movie. You've got your Art Germ variant. I'm sure that'll be quite popular. I didn't even notice Miles in the background there. I just thought it was just straight up Gwen. You've got Anand Rameshran. I'm not sure who that is, but I did like the cover because I like seeing the T-Rex Spider-Man. And you got Spider-Punk on there as well. And let's check out the last one. Here we go. The Window Shades by Baldari. Spider-Punk. I like it. I do. No lies there. Okay. But yeah, you can get all 4 for 20% off. Darth Vader, this is the second to last issue. Star Wars and Vader are going to be rebooting, and the storylines will be taking place after Return of the Jedi, which I think is really quite interesting. But Lionel Yu, I do like this cover. It's simple, but very effective. And you got your Sprouse anniversary. Anakin meeting all the Jedi, and they're all like, no, bad move. And Daikruan. We used to have a couple of original sketch covers by him, but they are gone. They've been bought. That is a nice cover. So you can get all 3 of those, 20% off, as always. Ultimates number 3. We'll see how number 2 does. It just came out this week. Inyek Lee variant, and you've got your Juan Cable. Or Cabal, all 3 for 20. Ultraman is coming back to the Marvel Universe. I think he's had 2 miniseries so far, but he's now teaming up or battling against the Avengers. It's nice to see Miles Morales in there. I'm not an Ultraman fan, but I know there are plenty of them out there in the world. You can get all 3 for 20% off. Vengeance of the Moon Knight, number 8. I don't know if this is the last issue or not, because number 0 has Mark Spector coming back, and we'll see what's happening. I had a nice chat with Jed McKay at Montreal Comic Con. He'll be at Fan Expo in Toronto next month as well. You got your Dazzler variant. Let's take a closer look at the Dazzler variant. Oh, it's a small one. There we go. Small. Can't get a good look in there. Okay, I do like this Cappuccio one. That's a nice one too, but A cover is my favorite. We got an homage for Venom, number 36. Actually, there's 2 homages for this. A little 129 from Amazing Spider-Man. And, where are we? Marvel Comics right here. Classic Human Torch cover. And that's done by Yarden. I remember Yarden from X Factor, Peter David's X Factor. I was a fan of that run. Alright, so yeah, you've got the 3 covers. Disco Dazzler, of course, there's on the Disco Ball, 20% off, and Venom War Spider-Man, so a spin-off from the Venom War series. Greg Gland's doing a cover. You've got Ram Charan and Kokolo. Anyway, I'm not a big fan of the Werewolf by Night covers. I don't know. For me, I just don't care. But they're there for the people that do. You can get all 3 for 20% off. Wolverine Annual. Annuals aren't usually a hot seller, but you never know. I did like this B cover by Jeremy Wilson. Just a fun, looks like a regular old painting. But we'll see what cover will be the best seller come the release of that issue. X Factor. We've been getting an X-Men release every week now. So X Factor, they're working with the government. You got a bunch of covers. You got how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 covers. 7 covers. And Scotty Young, of course, is in there. and you can get all 7 for 20% off. X-Men #1 is already in its second print, sold out at the distributor. We're offering, if you want to go in for the 1 in 25 variant, you can get 26 copies in total, 30% off cover. It is expensive, but who knows what that cover will do on the market later on. And speaking of the X-Men, #2 is here. You've got a nice Nakayama Wolverine Deadpool cover, which is giving us a tiny image. And what else do we have here? Oh yeah, the J. Scott Campbell. I think everyone's going to love this one. I like this a lot more than the Psylocke one previously. Magic just has her followers, her fans. So I believe that's going to be a banger. You've got your Disco Dazzler. You've got the Multiverse RPG variant. And you can get all 5 covers for 20% off. Blood Hunt #1 through 5, second print red bands. If you want the full set, save 20%. Or if you just want #1, or if you missed out on #4, there you go. But I imagine more people will be getting the set as opposed to just single issues. Deadpool Team Up. I'm guessing this is Rob Liefeld's final Deadpool thing, because he announced that he drew his last Deadpool piece and he's retiring. But you've got a team up. You even got Chris Starr. If you remember Chris Starr, he's from the 80s. There's probably I can't even remember how many issues are in the run, 20 something. But some interesting people are supposed to be popping up in here. There's Major X making a comeback. A little homage by Amanda Connor. Coca-Cola variant. It's kind of weird, eh? The movie variant, and you get a foil one. So 7 covers, you can save 20%. There's a lot there, and the blanks will probably do pretty well, because blanks do well for us, especially at the shows. So that is your Marvel pre-sale. They are due on Monday by the evening. Let's jump into DC. I don't think there was very much here. We've got our Blue Beetle. I did like the B cover. I like simple things, you know, like just a lot of open space on covers. I like how it's been tagged. It's a fun cover. Absolute Power #1 went to a second print, and it's a wraparound cover. Not a strong image here, not very large, but you get the gist. And then, of course, the #2 is out here. We've got a Perillo, we've got Kirkham, Zerdy. I guess Zatanna is going to be doing some stuff here, right? She's all armored up. You don't often see Zatanna armored up, but there are so many covers. There's 8 all in total. Simone DeMio, he's going to be in Toronto Fan Expo. And you've got this raised UV, and they said allocations may occur. We threw it in the bundle. You know, we'll do our best. We'll order them, and hopefully we get what we get. And if we're missing copies, we'll refund you, obviously. Can't do anything about that. Batman 151 also has a ton of covers. I am a big Bizarro fan, so I love the fact that he's on there. But yeah, lots of covers for this one. Gia March, Jill Thompson. You don't see much by Jill Thompson these days. Lots of cats. Lots of cats on that cover. I do love these. They've started the action figure covers. I think I'll be ordering some extras. I believe they will probably do quite well on the aftermarket, because they just look great. I do like this Koipel one. It looks funny, you know. It's silly. Little Alfred just merp. That's Koipel, and you've got your Janin and the Delato anniversary. See, like I said, lots of covers. It's a nice Delato one. Zdarsky continues to run the show here at Batman World. So 7 covers, 20% off. Gotham City Sirens, you may have seen the odd #1 and 2 issue up, because they do those prismatic variants. They need extra time to create. So those ones have long gone, or the pre-orders anyway. We do get nice Terry Dodson covers, who's known for doing a lot of Harley Quinn stuff. And what else we have? We have Scott Forbes. There's quite a few good covers. Different take on all the characters, right? It's kind of nice to see. A little refreshing. But Ji Hyung Lee. Nice Catwoman cover. And this is what the prismatic cover will look like by Guillaume March. They all connect. So if you got in on a pre-sale, good for you. We do have some extras for the stands coming in when this book is released. And another action figure. Again, Poison Ivy, good choice. I think that'll be a good one. We saw a lot of Poison Ivy after the fact. And the swimsuit cover with Harley Quinn. What an adorable little cover. It's got these... I just saw some of these critters a little while ago. I was in BC at a little zoo. Capybaras. There you go, a little capybara. What else we got here? Right, so you can get all 6 covers for 20% off. And see, here's number 3, the connecting prismatic cover. Coming out well before number 3 is on pre-sale. So if you want those shiny prismatics, you got to order it now. Birds of Prey, it looks like they are meeting their equivalent to the X-Babies. They've got these little childlike characters, and they're also on the B cover, matched up with their actual selves. Barda looks a little surprised, and it could be a fun issue. Might want to check that one out. And you got a Nakayama as the C cover, so all 3 20% off. Kneel Before Zod, last issue, and Perillo doing the B cover. Shazam, number 14. You've got a couple of, humdrum covers, nothing too exciting. My Adventures of Superman continues, and The Boy Wonder, second to last issue by Juni Ba. There's a second cover as well. Just zipping through these last ones, aren't I? Batman, Robin, Howard, Summer Breakdown. Your Scooby-Doos, Mysteries, and your Facsimile, Police Comics number 1. So they're going Golden Age. $6.99. It's an expensive book. And we also have Batman Offworld number 5. These were on last week's FOC. They've been pushed back. They're actually not even on this one. I just carried it over. So if you want Jason Aaron's second to last issue on that run, there you go. All right, Miscellaneous Comics. Let's check it out. It's a big one this week. Lots of indie stuff. Deviant is continuing. We've got our Gunslinger 2 covers, our Scorch 2 covers, Cowl. This series came out a long time ago. I want to say like 10 to 15 years ago. And I really liked it, but just kind of floated away. But they're bringing it back. 1964, 2 covers. The Power Fantasy. This has so many good reviews. Like their write-up is all these positive reviews by different creators, just saying, like Tinian saying, jaw-dropping climax, first issue. If you like your comics full of big ideas laced with dark humor and unnerving sense of the end of the world, just a family squabble away, this one's for you. Rich, rewarding story. So, like, what is this story about? Superpowered. You have certain preconceptions. They're incorrect. Here, that word has a specific technical definition, namely, any individual with the destructive capacity of the nuclear arsenal of the USA. There are 6 such people on Earth. The planet's survival relies on them never coming into conflict. Come dance to the ticking of the doomsday clock with Kieran Gillen and Casper Wingard. Yeah, I'm going to check that one out. With so many people saying such good things about it, I'm going in. Cyberforce, a one-shot, hasn't been around for a while. Sweet Paprika, number 2 is the black, white, and pink. You've got some nice covers, and you got your spicy hot one right there. You can get a full set for 20% off. Ain't No Grave, number 4, second to last issue. Free Agents, Misery, number 3. It's got a second cover, but I think I forgot to move it beside it. Scarlet, number 3, coming at you. And Walking Dead, the old colored reprints. Kaya, there's that other Misery cover. Babs, this is a Garth Ennis series. It's 5 issues from legendary writer Garth Ennis. Meet Babs, a barbarian thief with an itchy metal wardrobe and the world's worst enchanted sword. Kind of reminds me of Barbaric, just the enchanted weapon. Together they travel a fantastic landscape of wizards, dragons, demons, castles, and a band of very angry, very white knights. Ooh, there we go. Babs wasn't looking for a fight, but she never found a bad situation she couldn't make 100 times worse. And you got some different variant covers. We got 3 covers. I'm always game for checking out Garth Ennis stuff, especially original. Defenders of the Earth. There was a Marvel series of this in the late 80s, early 90s. Probably early 90s, but there you go. It's coming back. And we got some more EC. Last time we had the horror issues, and now we got the sci-fi. So Cruel Universe number 1 of 5. You got J.H. Williams, you got Greg Smallwood, and you got the foils and a blank, and you can collect them all and get 20% off. Barfly number 2, 2 covers there. Unbeing, a nice horror story. Number 3, Kill All Immortals. We sold out today of number 1. I can look in to see if it's still available. If you guys want us to bring it in, let me know. Got a nice Ivan Tao cover. Patra, done by the co-creator of Starman, the Starman from the 90s, James Robinson. And Garfield coming out of the gate here. The movie's come out, so, comics going to follow. Dark Crystal, the reprinting of the Marvel series from the 80s, and you get a variant cover. Red and Black, Life, a new Distillery series. Distillery went exclusive with Diamond, so we can't order them from our Lunar anymore. Pentos Comics number 4, you've got, 7 different covers here. Some of them are too spicy to see the full things, but you can see this lady's butt. You can get all 7 for 20% off. We got a new horror story here called Damaged People, Little Spooky Ghost. 3 covers, 20% off. Space Ghost, number 4. 4 covers, same guys, Barons, Lee, Cho, Matina. Chitara number 2. Again, a bunch of different covers. You got your foils. This is the only one that stood out to me. I did enjoy that one, just I guess because it has more team and some monsters on it. That was the one that jumped out. What else do we got? What else? Vampirella, Perillo cover. Perillo, I still cannot find those original Perillo covers in at conventions or anything like that. They're just ghosts. If you find those Queen Sonias or Red Sonias, they are so tough to find out in the wild. I Lie Popeye. This has so many different covers. It's like an anime kind of take on it. There's your classic, a little more classic, but yeah, it's interesting. They came out at Free Comic Book Day. They did their first release, but it's this little more manga-esque kind of style. But they do have something that's piqued my interest right here. They do have, they're not saying who the cover artist is. They've blanked it out, and it's just a reveal cover. So I'm hoping it's someone like really cool that you wouldn't even expect to do a Popeye cover. That would be really cool. And you've got an homage one, which they don't have ready yet either. But anyway, if you want all 6 covers, 20% off. This is the one that surprised me the most. I didn't know they were going to do a facsimile. Archie's not known for doing facsimiles. This is a really hard book to find in the wild, and especially in high grade. It's the innuendo cover where Archie himself says, "I sure did, Betty. I had to beat off 3 other guys." And that slipped under the guise of the Comic Code of Authority. So yeah, you can get that for just over $5. What else we got here? Gun Honey galore. There's a lot of Gun Honey covers. Some of them a little spicy. 3 of them actually. You got your foil and the homage. Classic Captain America homage. And how many is there? 9 covers? Yeah, 9 covers, all for 20% off. There you go. You can get a full bundle. So a lot for pre-sale, and hopefully you guys will start making use of these pre-sales. If you don't have a subscription with us, you can reach out and do that. We ship subscriptions out. We are going to be cutting back on new releases for the stands. I know I said this before, and we cut back to putting like 1 or 2. We're going to be cutting back where we just won't put anything on the stands. We just want to get our store back into making a nice profit rather than just kind of breaking even and hoping this issue works. Hopefully this series will be a banger. We're just going to cut back because things are a little tight in our industry. So if you want to help us out and help yourselves out by guaranteeing your copies, jump to our website, canadiancompbin.com, and pre-sale your issues, or reach out and we can set up a subscription. Anyway, that's it for this week. Remember, Chris Pachalo's coming on the 20th, and tomorrow we'll be in Southampton, Ontario for the Bruce Gray Comic Con. And that's it. I'm out.